Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Shay and thank you so much for being here today. So for today's video we are going to be talking about lashes. Try that again. So for today's video we're going to be talking about lashes. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks when it comes to lashes and applying them to hopefully make this process a little bit easier for you. So if that's something that you are interested in seeing, then you just sit tight. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click subscribe before you leave so that we can be friends and you can be notified of all of my uploads, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And don't forget to also follow me on my other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'll put all my info in the box if you're interested. So yeah, let's get into it. Hi, welcome to my close-up. So yeah, I hope you don't mind being this super close-up, but I just thought it would give you a little bit better view, you know. But I have some stuff to tell you about all these lashes and we're just going to do it all close up. So I did not put any makeup on this eye. Well, I had makeup on. I took it off this eye. I left it on this eye so that you could see a lash with a look and then just kind of like a more everyday, you know, if you didn't put on much eye makeup and just wanted to put on a lash. So lashes, there are tons out there on the market. You can find really inexpensive lashes like these $1 lashes I got from Shop Miss A, all the way up to like $30 and $40 lashes. And these are a little on the higher priced size. These are the Lilly lashes in the style Miami. They are beautiful. Are these mink? Yeah, these are mink lashes. If you are, you know, vegan or strictly cruelty free when it comes to your cosmetics and makeup, they do have faux mink lashes. There's just tons and tons of choices and tons of styles out there. So I also have these are some $5.99 lashes I picked up from Rite Aid yesterday, and these are the brand Kiss. This is in the style Ritzy, and as you can see on the inner corner they are shorter, and then they let's try to keep it on the same lash. They are shorter on the inner corner and then they fan out and get longer on the outer part of the eye. I really like this style where it's shorter and then kind of fans out. I feel like it's a really, makes your eye look really pretty, kind of pulls that cat eye a little bit. But it's just preference and what you want and what you enjoy in your lashes. On these Lilly lashes you can see that everything is the same length pretty much. And these also have some that are longer and then shorter, longer, shorter. So it's just finding what you like and what you think complements your eye. If you're doing a super bold and dramatic look, you may want more dramatic lashes that kind of help bring the eye look together. And if you're doing like a super simple everyday look, you may want something a little less dramatic and a little more natural. So, you know, like I said, it's up to you. But I really love these. I have these on today and I really love these. So, you know, I don't have a, well, these would probably be my favorites, but anyways, let's move on. Okay. So, okay, so I got this eye done. You can see that I have some winged liner on. It's a little uneven right now, don't judge. And then on this eye I have nothing. So, one tip that I would suggest is if you're not doing any kind of makeup on your eye, at least line your eye really tightly to the lash line, because that's what that's going to do is help hide the band of the lashes. So I would just really tightly in my lash line kind of drag my pencil and put a little, whoops, got that a little high, just a little something there, just kind of smudge it in your lashes a little bit. You could even tightline your eyes too a little bit. But just putting something down, putting a little tiny bit of liner on, it's all over. It's not even, just, we're going to ignore that. But putting a little bit of tiny bit of eyeliner on will help conceal the band. And then that brings me to my next point, the bands. Some lash bands are super thin and super like slender. Let's see. If you can see, it's really, really thin, and these are super flimsy, and that one's easy to bend. Okay, on my Lilly lash, this one is super thick, a really thick band. See, I think you can tell the difference. So this one's a lot thicker, it's a little more stiff. You can still kind of shape the lash, but in my personal opinion, the thinner bands are a little more comfortable. So if you're a beginner, I would pick up just some lashes from the Kiss brand maybe, or something with a super thin band. And I can't even tell their own, honestly. Okay, and the next thing I like to do after I do a little bit of liner, I like to put on a little bit of mascara on my upper lashes. I don't normally curl my lashes because I don't want it to affect how the lash sits and how they blend. So some people do, some people don't. I'm going to just take this and lightly coat my lashes. I think that this helps to it kind of helps me to guide my lashes on, and it just makes it easier to me. But what this is also going to do, it's going to help your lashes blend with the false lashes. Okay, so in this eye, we're going to do the Kiss Ritzy. Okay, and this is how you know which one goes on which. You just hold it up like this, and that's how they go. Sorry. Okay, wait a minute. Let's talk about lash glue. So in this Miami lash kit, I have a lash glue that is in a tube, and it comes out with a little brush tip applicator. This one is super convenient, not messy, and it's very easy to apply right to that lash band. Then they also sell glue like this, and this is in a squeezy tube, and I swear every time I go to squeeze some up, it just pours out. This one is super messy, and I don't really prefer that one because I always get it everywhere, and I sometimes get a little too much to the band. So I do really like this with the brush tip applicator type glue, and you can find that pretty much anywhere. Alright, so before you apply the lashes, you want to measure it to your eye, because if you don't trim this down and it needs to be trimmed down, it's just going to like hang way off your eye and like drag your eye down, and you don't want to do that. So when you take it off, you'll still have a little bit of sticky on there. You can just kind of pop it right on your eye. Just lay it up there and see if it needs trimming. Now I've already trimmed, I trimmed just the tiniest bit off of this, but this already fits my eye, I know. So I'm going to take my brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of the excess off. I'm just going to run it along the lash band, and I'm going to make sure that I get the tips, the very inner corner and the outer corner. So we have a little thin layer of glue, and you can take the lash, you can kind of like wiggle it to make a U shape, to make it, if you have problems with your inner corner popping up, you want to kind of shape the lash and into a U shape. Okay, my next tip is to give the lash glue time to get a little bit tacky. So sometimes I'll blow on it, I'll kind of wave it around in the air. I want to give it a good 10 to 15 seconds to get a little tacky before I lay it on my lashes. If you slap this glue on there and pop it right on, it's going to be slip and slide everywhere, and you're just going to get lash glue everywhere. So by giving it a chance to get tacky, when you place it on your lashes, it'll kind of adhere, and then it won't slip and slide around, and it just makes the process a lot easier. So I have this lash, and I'm going to look down. My mirror is down here, and I'm looking down into my mirror so that I have a good view of my upper lashes. And some people, let me use the tweezers, some people use their fingers. Some people will take their lash in a tweezer and just pop it right in the middle. I want to put the middle part down first. And I want to turn it up as I'm placing it down, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to take the outer edge and place it. And then I'm going to come to the inner edge with my tweezers and stick it right as close to my lash line as I can get. Okay, so I didn't even have to move it because the glue was tacky enough that when I laid it down, it went right where I wanted it, and then once I put that inner corner down, it's laid down. Okay, so now I give it just a kind of a second to dry down again, and it's not sticking good because I think I've waited too long, but we're gonna go along with it. Okay, so now that my lash is on, once it's kind of dried just a tad bit more, I take my tweezers and I squeeze my real lashes into my false lash to make them blend together and get that lash super in place, and just how I like it. So there we go. There's our first lash. You can see what a difference. I think it's popping up. Oh well. You can see what a difference this lash makes. I'm sorry, I keep looking at my monitor. I'm making sure I'm like not out of focus or anything. So you can see what a difference it makes and how it just makes the eye look more open almost. And I just love false lashes lately, honestly. Alright, so on this eye, I got my winged liner done, and we're gonna go with the more dramatic lash. So another tip. When you pull it, or when you're taking this out, you want to take your tweezers and start on the outer edge of the lash, pick it up and pull it out. You don't want to pull from the inner corner because if it damages those, you don't want to cut off from the inner corner. Did I say that a while ago? Okay. Pull them out from the inner corner with the tweezers, and you also want to trim from the outer corner because if they are tapered like these, and you cut from the inner corner, those longer lashes are going to come in and it's not going to look as natural. So you always want to trim from the outer corner. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of lash glue on the thick part of the band. Probably should hold it up a little bit. Right there along the inner band. So you can see this glue. I didn't put it up here on the top. I put it kind of on the inside of the band. And we're going to give this a second again to dry. So once I've given it about 10 seconds to dry, same idea. I'm going to use my finger this time. I want to keep it kind of up, and I'm going to lay it right down on my eye. Just like that. And then I'm going to take the outer corner, press it in, and then I'm going to come up to the inner corner and press it in, getting it as close to the lash line as possible. See? There we go. I promise it's not uncomfortable. Okay, and then again I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to just press the lashes together. They do make little tools that are specifically for this, but I mean, it's not really necessary if you have tweezers. So I've pressed my lashes together. They are blended. Another thing you can do to blend your lashes is take the tiniest bit more of mascara. I kind of cleaning my wand off a little bit and just lightly kind of touch under there like so. And it will kind of help blend them together a little bit better if they need to be like more blended. So you can see this guy right here, y'all. I'm like, let me teach you how to put on lashes, and it's just over here flying up everywhere. But like I said, the glue dried a little too fast. And for the sake of this video, we're moving right along. So you can see the difference in the lashes. This one is much more dramatic and bold, but still fluttery and pretty And I think this is a super nice lash. I think any eye would, this lash will look good on pretty much any eye. And then this one is a little bit less dramatic, a little bit more natural. But they both just do something to the eyes. Do I have any more tips? I don't think so. Let me back you up a little bit. Okay, so this concludes our lash video of tips and tricks and how to. I hope this helped you guys. I feel like it was a little all over the place, but I think I got everything that I wanted to say in there. So let's kind of do a quick recap. Measure your lash, trim it from the outside, use tweezers to pull it out of the packaging from the outer corner, line the eyes very lightly if you're not doing a bold, you know, if you're doing a simple everyday makeup and you don't want to put on liner, at least kind of get you a little bit of liner in that lash line just to conceal the band. You want to kind of bend and mold the lashes so that the inner corner does not flap up, and give your glue a good 10 to 15 seconds to get a little bit tacky before placing the lash down on your eye, and that will help it to not slip and slide around. So I think that's everything. If you guys have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. And thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!